it do?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
State of the muck, baby.
State of the muck.
Voodoo King and D, man.
Derek Boldin in the building.
Hey, kicking them psychological bullet muckology, baby. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, baby.
Oh man,
what we got, man?
One of the major topics, you know, among other things, is mental health. All right, and now we wanted Sir Pablo to be with us, Pablo Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations, my homie.
Shout out,
stepped out and decided to start his own practice.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? He's doing that.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited for him, and we are gonna have him on with us.
No doubt.
You know, one of these days. But he gotta, you know, he's doing this thing right now. He getting set up and everything. So, but we're still gonna talk about mental health in general terms until we get that professional, you know, more experienced individual on the show.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is mental health, man? What is it?
Man, it's your mental health. Your health or your mental. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have an unhealthy mental. You know what I'm saying? We have to, because I think that comes from us just not understanding natural life, bro. Understanding the trueness and understanding, because again, it comes down to balance, bro. It comes down to truth. And I think that's what the truth is. The truth is the balance. The truth is the acceptance. You know what I'm saying? So mental health right now coming in people, it coming in different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think women got mental health thinking a man is just don't want another woman or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to accept these things and not let it run you crazy.
How you know somebody like, speaking for ourselves, how do you know that you are mentally healthy?
That's a great question. When you're not killing folk, when you're not killing people, man, or you don't want to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think you have to get to a point where you just truly accept life for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, people who don't, it drives them insane. Even like, okay, for example, a cocaine addict or an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have different type pains, but they're trying to numb it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to find this solution to a shortcut to what we need to just do. You know what I'm saying? Just as an individual. Right. Every individual need to overcome themselves first.
Okay.
You got to deal with yourself first. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of mental health come in at. And a lot of people just get told one thing and they see it a certain way and they just lose it, bro. So it's a lot of things, bro.
Yeah, I look at mental health for myself as like, and when life happens to me, what am I thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? Am I thinking about something, or am I, you know, do I want to act on something that's going to be detrimental to my health?
Yeah.
Or whether it be my physical health, my psychological health, my spiritual health, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or am I doing something that's actually good for me?
Yeah.
Do I have habits that serve me well and help me grow and progress as an individual in life?
Yeah.
Or do those habits lead to destruction in my life?
Right.
You know, so I look at my own mental health as, you know, how is my thinking affecting my life?
Right. Exactly. And the thing is, the best way for us to do it is for us to like understand our elders, understand our culture, and really try to you know what I'm saying, let our elders lead us. You know what I'm saying? Follow a blueprint. Find a type of blueprint, but a true blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I think that's in history, that's one thing, a big thing with me right now, man, it's my history. You know what I'm saying? I think me learning my history right now helped me with my mental health. Because I was always trying to find me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know me. You know what I'm saying? When I look in the mirror, I want to see me. But if you get shown a white Jesus and this and that there and all this, man, and you go to looking down on yourself, man. You go to feeling like, you know what I'm saying, okay, I ain't shit, bro. I'm not a part of this. You know what I'm saying? It's all about this, it's all about that. Especially as a black man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people have to really just dig for themselves and just love themselves, you know what I'm saying, organically. But people do be wanting acceptance. Everybody wants acceptance. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't have that type of upbringing and have the same type of, you know what I'm saying, that same type of household and nest. And some people have to work harder than others, man.
Right. So, in the black community, man, like, you know, and we touched on this, you know, briefly before.
Yeah.
It's like, why is it that mental health is not, like, on our priority list of things that we need to address with ourselves? Why are we running from what could make us better, or what could put us in a better state emotionally and psychologically.
Yeah.
Like, why is it such? Why is it so taboo in our community? You know, among black folks. Why is mental health a taboo? Like, why do we avoid it, bro?
Yeah, because it's arrogance, bro. It's arrogance. You know what I'm saying? Then it's, again, people just don't want to. And then it's like, it's culturally too now. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a narrative created for us right now. We know that. We know America created a narrative for our neighborhoods and this and that there, and saying this is what black people is all about and whoop the whoop or whatever. But we really just have to understand ourselves from our roots and culture. And so it's getting better. It's getting better, man. But you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't have the same thing going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about just like in the household. Right. So it's hard to really capture what you need to capture to develop how you need to develop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why it's better for a village to raise a child. That's huge. It's huge for the village to raise a child, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And okay, I look at mental health as like, I look at it as it's important in our community.
Of course.
It's important among our people because there's so many things tied to mental health that we don't give attention to, but
right.
we need to give it to. Like, for example, you know, I think one of the ways that you can weaken a people is to get them to limit themselves in terms of their the flexibility of their thinking.
Exactly.
Like if for people that
exactly.
think that there's only one way for something to, you know, a problem to be solved.
Right.
For people to think there's only one way for people to live in such a complex and diverse world.
Yeah.
There's only one way to live. There's only one way to do this. There's only one way to do that.
Yeah.
It's like you're limiting people and you're making them very rigid in their thinking.
Yeah.
Now life is going to always apply pressure. It's kind of like if I have a ruler and it's a stiff ruler, if I try to bend it because it's so rigid, it'll break.
Right.
And this is what happens to a lot of people who are limited and who are not flexible in their thinking. Yeah. Because we have to be able to be flexible in this life.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We should be able to bend and not break.
Real, bro.
But we're so rigid in our ideologies. We're so rigid in our understanding about things.
Yes.
That when life applies pressure, oftentimes our people break.
Exactly.
And we don't realize how much our mental health plays a role in our performance in life.
Yeah.
How it plays a vital role in our growth.
Exactly.
And in our development.
Yeah.
In life. So it actually holds us back for us to continue to avoid mental health as an important part of our lives,
bro. And I like that, bro. And see, that's the cause of the mental health right there. That's the cause of depression and anxiety. It's an interruption between the individual and nature. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's an interruption in there. You know what I'm saying? Life is pushing this way, but you going this way. Mm-hmm. And you're saying that life is not real and you know what's best, and so it's gonna be tough for you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you learning how to flow. Learning how to flow with life and accept things and grow from them. You know what I'm saying? And evolve. And then learn, like you always say, bro, you got to learn how to plan and anticipate and prepare. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That come off experience too. And then it come off wisdom of the elders. You know what I'm saying? Then the wisdom come from experience. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be able to be real with that. You know what I'm saying? Because our culture is giving us, American culture give you what they want to give you so they can take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you this. And we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna show you the images and this type of stuff and have you believing in this type of philosophy and principles in this life, but life is not really like that.
But to make you believe that, they first have to tackle your mental health. Yes. Because if it affects your perception, it affects how you see things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it affects your performance. It affects your production in life. It affects your purpose. Right. Like, for somebody to limit the way that you see things, it's almost like them giving you glasses that are blurry. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what we're dealing with, though.
We're walking through life with blurry glasses because we refuse to go through a process that makes us better, so that we can see things as they are. Yeah. So now a mentally healthy person can see, okay, that's deception.
See, but
they can see that you're trying to manipulate, or you're trying to get a foothold on my thinking, and by doing that, get a foothold on my behavior. Yeah. You're controlling me. Yeah. As opposed to me controlling me. When I'm a healthy person, I'm in control of myself, not other people. Yeah. I'm in control of myself. Yeah. So,
So a person like that actually mentally stable though. They trying to do it for themselves. They believing in themselves, right?
A person who's mentally healthy?
Yeah. Like you said,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because they not really, they trying to figure it out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's just like a person sitting there saying, and you might be saying, man, this motherfucker is crazy. This crazy motherfucker. But this person doing this, he might be seeing through you. You can see your heartbeat. But you don't know this. He might can see he might can feel what you think. He might can be telepathic. You don't know.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So it makes me think about a story that Les Brown was telling. And it was this guy on the street, right?
Yeah.
He used to kind of do his arms like this, like a chicken, right?
Yeah.
And he used to make these sounds and stuff like a chicken,
Yeah.
right? And it's crazy that people, looking at him, man, that man crazy, man. He walking around acting like a chicken and doing all this like a chicken, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't know his story. And see, this is the amazing thing about life. You don't know where people came from. You don't know what they went through to be where they are in life.
That's real, bro.
So here's the story behind this man that walks around making sounds and acting like a chicken.
Like a chicken.
He once was married. He had a family. He had children.
Oh.
Okay. And a fire broke out in the house, and in his panic, and it's crazy because in life there are moments where you're brave. That doesn't mean that you're gonna be brave in every moment.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he in panic he escaped, but his family, you can hear the screams of his children, and you can hear the screams of his wife, being burned up.
Ooh.
Now, when the woman's brother got there, his brother snapped, jacked him up, and he called him a chicken, like for jumping out of there.
He turned to a chicken.
Right, and it affected him. It affected him so deeply on an emotional level that it altered that trauma did something to him.
Especially in that moment.
Right, in that moment. It changed him for the rest of his life.
Wow, bro.
So it's a matter of
respect.
When you see people, you don't have a clue of why they are the way that they are.
Yeah.
And that's just one of those things about life, man.
Yeah.
Like, everybody ain't just crazy.
Yes.
Some people went through some things that were very traumatic.
Exactly.
And
man.
it actually impacted their mental health.
Yeah.
To the point where they take on a persona that wasn't even natural for them to take on.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was
So what you think of a person that has like post traumatic stress disorder, like this guy who been in this war, and he's seen his friends get killed. See, that's not natural, man.
But what do they normally do for someone who has experienced a trauma, especially like in the military? You go see a therapist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
that doesn't always guarantee it, but it's better than nothing.
But it's okay. I'm gonna go. Is we supposed to be having wars for one? Should that human being be in that situation with a machine gun?
Well, that human being chose
You
to be
feel
in that
me, bro?
situation, though.
But before that human being was a part of a culture, and he came up and he had to enlist into the army. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at.
But I'll be honest with you, bro. That ain't no different than being born in the hood. You ain't have a choice in that matter. You ain't even have a choice.
But by the time you get to high school, you got a choice if you want to go to the army or you want to go to college.
Yeah, but you can't help what family you're born into.
Oh no,
and you can't help what experiences are put in front of you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can't do anything about the experiences. It's what we do after the experiences that matter. Like people talk bad about Paul George because he was playing horribly, and Paul George actually came in, got in an interview, and after he played good. And he said he went to see the team psychiatrist because it's not his job to vent to the world why he going through what he going through.
Yeah.
But the world sees his performance, and like I said, your mental health can be tied to your performance.
Yeah, and see, I'm disappointed in him too, bro. He shouldn't let that type. But come on, you should expect that.
But we don't know.
You know, and then you gonna have a bad guy like okay. Just be focused on what you on the big goal. You know you want to win the NBA championship. You know you're gonna have some bad games end up, man. You know what you got to make your adjustment. But don't let some social media or some analysts on ESPN get you feeling all upside down.
But we gotta be realistic. We gotta be realistic. It happened to LeBron James in Cleveland when the rumors about Delonte West and his wife and his mama.
But
You
that's
remember
his
that?
mom, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's still.
But that's
No,
different, though,
bro, no.
That's
Whatever
mom,
happened in your
bro.
personal life can affect you on your job, and it affected his performance, bro. And I ain't saying it was true. I'm saying even
it wasn't like he missed. You know, you know what I'm saying. He scored 12 points, or he had 10 points. You know, it was just like his mom.
But he didn't perform up to his capabilities and what we know he can do. He didn't perform. So my thing is, people can be affected by what goes on the court on the football field by what's happening on the outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it all goes back to mental health again, and how important mental health is in our performance in life.
Okay, let's go here. What's the health of your mental? What's the guidelines of that? Like what says that you're that, like you said earlier, what guidelines like qualify you as a healthy mental person? You know what I'm saying? And it comes down to humanity.
I think it's up to the individual too, bro, because there's certain things that might affect you that don't affect me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like one good example is Floyd Mayweather, man. Like Floyd Mayweather, like with allegations and you know the threat of going to the jail and all this other stuff. Honestly, I thought that they set that situation up for Floyd to lose a fight. But Floyd, the thing is, Floyd is able to separate his personal life. Once he got in the ring, it's all about what's in the ring.
Yeah.
And I thought that they really tried to set him up. Remember, at that time, Nelly was with his girl, the shorty that he was with. Bro, Floyd later revealed that that woman was pregnant with his twins and she got him aborted. Think about that, bro.
Wow.
Like,
but you talking about he's a fighter though. He don't play golf.
But it still
so he can use that anger. Yeah,
but it still can affect his performance though. He's still love. He's still a human being, right?
True.
So for him to actually be able to compartmentalize him and create the separation and still perform, I think that's a skill that Floyd Mayweather had that a lot of other athletes didn't have, because it's hard to do, bro.
Yeah, I think people got to understand the natural in your individual. You're gonna have some individual aspirations, then life gonna have its aspirations too. You feel what I'm saying? That's just like in a football game. You don't know that it's about to rain that game, but life has its aspirations for that day.
Right.
And you got your aspirations for what offense you want to run or what defense you want to for. Then the game's got to play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you might have a day, the same game at the same time where it's a sunny day.
Yeah.
Life bringing different things to what you bringing,
yeah.
and you got to accept it and do what you need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what the mental is. The mental is you understanding your individual self, but you got to understand the bigger picture of life and what you're in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're in this existence, but you ain't shit at the end of the day, because who's making your heart beat and your blood flow? What force is doing that? Is it you? Is you doing that? You know what I'm saying? So you really have to understand the true mental and just the organicness of just life, because it's bad. It's an interference when a grown man try to mess with a little girl, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you know that's wrong, bro. Or the mother trying to sleep with her son. That's really, bro.
Okay, those are mental health issues. Now we gotta ask, why is it that? And you know what? This kind of goes into, like, remember we had the conversation about somebody can be chronologically, they could be 40 years old.
Yeah.
Biologically, depending on how well they take care of their body, they can be chronologically 40 but have a body of a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Because they take care of themselves and everything,
right.
whatever, they looking good.
Yeah.
But then their developmental age can be 12.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, how I live, how I think, how I make decisions in my life, how I handle conflict are all on the same level of a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Or even a child, somebody younger than 12.
Yeah.
So it's like when we talk about mental health, it's like if I am doing things that are detrimental to myself, for example, if I get in a situation and I choose to catch the temper tantrum of a 2-year-old, then I'm 40. I'm 39 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can be dangerous catching a 2-year-old temper tantrum.
Yeah.
I can kill somebody catching a 2-year-old at the age of 39 catching a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, but we all got to admit, at some point, still to now, we're going to have a moment where we're going to catch a little tantrum.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
depending on what it is.
What I'm saying is, we have to think about not just the traumatic experiences in people's lives,
Yeah.
but the highlights of people's lives as well.
True.
Because they
Well,
can
led up to the highlights.
they could be just as bad. Like, for example,
Yeah.
I know plenty of guys that the highlight of their life was when they were 15 years old.
Wow.
They went to high school. That's when they started getting the girls. That's when they started, you know what I'm saying?
That's sad.
That was the highlight of their life.
Sad. Well,
Hold up, though.
Be a garbage,
but watch this, though.
Yeah.
It amazes me that a person can be 40, 45 years old, and developmentally they still 15, right? Ooh. And so watch this. A lot of these guys have an attraction to 15-year-old girls.
Yes.
Not because they woke up and decided they wanted to be perverts, but developmentally they still 15.
Yes, man.
Even though they're 45,
yeah.
Developmentally, psychologically, emotionally, they're still 15 years old. So they're attracted to those. It's almost like they're stuck in time.
Exactly. That's what I was looking for. They stuck in time based on life changing on their ass, and they didn't want to give up that moment.
Right.
And they want to stay on what they was great at, and then bitch, you like you grown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's mental. You know what I'm saying? But okay, individually, what that come down to acceptance. You got to accept to move the fuck on.
Yeah.
But you 32 still on the block. But all your homeboys done married. Like Nah said, man. All my homeboys done married, moved on, man. You know what I'm saying?
But if you think about the way life is presented to us, we don't. You know, you sent when you made your tape, you sent it off to college.
Exactly.
You didn't send them. You know what I'm saying? When you make mistakes on the field, you send them the highlights.
You send them highlights.
We're a highlight world.
Be a damn
all right.
Fool,
so think about it. Think about how, and this is not making any excuses for any grown man that like those girls. What I'm saying is, that's one of the highlights of that person's life.
Yes.
And they didn't have the capability. We all can. Sometimes we just won't, and sometimes we're in an environment that actually reinforces that thought process.
Yeah.
Because there don't be one person doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the highlight of that person's life was when he was 15, 16, 17 years old in high school. All right? They don't want to let go of that highlight.
Yeah.
Because they remember the feeling. They remember the thinking. In their mind, they don't get it, bro. They don't get it.
A bitch got it.
That's crazy.
A bitch got to, bro, like
that's crazy, bro.
If you love yourself, if you truly love yourself, you're going to move with yourself. Just move, because, okay, when I was young, it was my fears of not being able to take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? I just see like bums on the street, different things like that. And I grew up in the hood, man, with rock heads, different stuff. But a lot of the rock heads, a lot of the drunks, them were my people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them people was actually like related to me, and I just grew. I didn't actually be raised in the gutter. You know what I'm saying? But it taught me so much. It gave me a rich root. You know what I'm saying? I know what not to do. Then it was up to me. Now I had a decision. I got I was faced with a lot of things that my mom told me was gonna happen. Then I had to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of time I made a decision based off me loving myself and knowing what I want out of life.
Yeah.
And I knew that from where I come from, life was moving. Life moves.
Yeah.
Things change. People die. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. So I'm not naive to car crashes and things like that. I can feel the pain and the tragedy. I can. But just like I told one of the homeboys of the night, you know what I'm saying, when our homeboys died, man, hey man, Marcus Hardwood, man, love you, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I done dealt with death so much. And I told my homeboy Sticky, man, I said, Stick, man, listen, man. I said, man, it's just life. And he didn't want to hear that at the time, and I respect that. We talked about it last night. He said, bro, I ain't mean nothing by that, bro. I said, nah, bro, I understand where you coming from. Yeah. I said, bro, I don't want you to think I meant somebody. I wasn't cold, because I love Marcus, but I lost my mom, I lost my brother, I lost so many people around me growing up pokey. I'm not numb to it. I understand it.
Yeah, you have emotionally and psychologically graduated to another level in dealing with that thing in life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I think having a daughter, like, I think about like my first time taking her to daycare.
Yeah.
She cried, you know.
Yeah.
But then ultimately she got, used to it.
She got used to it.
And she good. It got to the point where she didn't look back at me. Bro, she go in, her friends enough. Thanks for the ride. You feel me? Thing. Like, so it's like, having poor mental health doesn't allow us to graduate to different levels in life.
Yeah.
So we get stuck in a loop on a certain level, and we can't move up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that to avoid, actually, man, listen, it doesn't mean you crazy. It just means that you need to develop, and you need a professional to help you along the way in doing that. And you need somebody who's equipped to guides you in that process. You know what I'm saying?
That's what a good parent comes in at. I'm thinking about my grandmother. Things that was happening to me in my life, I can tell my grandmother and she can explain it back to me.
Right.
And it was like, Mama said, oh, love you, Mama said, baby, Moosh did, my family, I love y'all. But bro, my grandma was able to explain life to me, bro, and get me to understand it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she just like, everything is everything. You know what I mean? My mama voodoo. You know what I'm saying? We voodoo, man. She goes to the root, man, that type of shit. And people looking at voodoo and this type of stuff is bad because anything that's dark in our society, they gonna make it like bad, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always the good guy and the bad guy when both the good guy and the bad guy need each other. How in the hell you gonna know this the good guy if we ain't got a bad guy? We need opposing forces to know who's who. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with life. Like we need these opposing forces to have an existence of learning and experiences. But we got to get people to understand what certain things that happened to them that wasn't natural. Like if a kid get molested and that type of stuff, man, naturally that kid's gonna grow up psychologically something wrong because you fuck with his physical shit.
Yeah.
You fuck with his organic living. You know what I'm saying? It crossed over and you know what I'm saying? That's just everybody knows that. So it's like it's good to have people there as things happen. You have people of wisdom. Then when it happened to you, you can come explain. That's why you say, okay, it's good to be your kid's best friend, but you still got to be their father or their mother.
Yeah.
You can't, you know what I mean? You got to be a middle ground in there.
Yeah.
And I just think that's big, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come off that
point
right now.
I think I think we need our people, man. We need cultural self-esteem, and because think about it, our people have really been bullied for 400 years now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
all type of ways.
We have to take a moment, however long it takes. We have to take a moment to rid ourselves of certain distractions that prevent us from looking at ourselves and actually looking at our condition and saying, listen, let's do something about this. Yeah. It's not easy, man, because
it's not, bro.
It's like you got a wound, but in order to heal it, you know, a professional has to touch that wound, and it's gonna hurt, but you're gonna get better, or they're gonna put something on it that stings.
Yeah.
But it's gonna heal, and we have to commit ourselves to that. And I think we keep avoiding the pain of that process.
Exactly, bro.
And we need to look and embrace it, because if we continue on the path that we're on right now, there's nothing good down at the end of that road.
Yeah.
Of poor mental health for our people.
Yeah.
So I think individually we all have to look at ourselves and embrace whatever process come. That if that means just getting on Googling some type of mental health facility, some type of therapist or counselor or something like that, and just finding a phone number and making a phone call. If that person ain't for you, they can probably direct you to somebody who can help you and to get the process rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are professionals. Part of their part of their practice is to not reveal and not share your information with people and things like that. It's unethical.
Yeah.
So getting a third party person that doesn't doesn't know you personally or anything like that or whatever, I think that's the way to go, man. And it starts with making a phone call. Make a phone call to somebody in mental health and allow them to guide you. You don't have to tell that person your whole story, but allow them to direct you to the right people for yourself, so that you can get healed. And when you're healed, you can perform better.
Yeah.
You can't get out on the field with a broke leg.
Yeah.
And when you're going out there with mental health problems, that's exactly what you're doing in life. You're going out in life with a handicap.
Exactly.
And you can't afford to do that, because there are a lot of sharks out there. There are a lot of good people out there. There are a lot of sharks out there. But you have to know how to navigate through this life.
Exactly.
And in order to do that, you're gonna have to do that as a healed individual.
Yeah.
Like some issues are more severe than others.
Yeah.
You can play football with a minor injury, like if your finger broken or something like that, you can still get out on that field and do some things. Most athletes play with injuries, but they don't play with broken legs and other severe injuries, spinal injuries and things like that.
Yeah.
We have to perform in this life, and we have to compete with other people.
Yeah.
The only way we're going to be able to compete with other people and do our thing and actually show the world our genius is if we actually go get the help. Straight up.
A person have to really recognize first, man, that they do need help. Like, you have to admit to yourself that you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying, that you don't understand something. I'm gonna say not problem. I'm just say your understanding.
Yeah.
Because I went through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I can say right now, the Voodoo King and D, man, like, you can. I feel like my therapy gonna be better than the therapist, like the guys who got the degrees, because it's mine is dark, and this is time for my darkness. You know what I'm saying? I think my story and you talking to me, you know, so I can fill in a lot of holes for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's about you opening up truly. And then the person that you're talking to, you just feel comfortable letting this person know these deep, dark secrets. And then you can just heal from that. Just through understanding, I think. You know what I'm saying? That's just my theory on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way with me right now, because I can talk to a lot of people, D. I can talk to a lot of people, understand a lot of people, but a lot of people can't understand me, bro. Yeah. And I understand that, though, because I got so much grief. I got so much sorrow. Like just like with Sade. I love the song with Sade, man, The King of Sorrow. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm crying everyone tears, bro. Mm-hmm. That's my heart, bro. Like, bro, I feel people, bro. Like, that's why I got the thing. I begin the videos from Born Different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I truly feel people pain, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what people got to understand. You have to know how to put yourself in other people's shoes and things like that, man. But you got to understand that who you are. Like, some people might not can help you. You got to know where to go get your help at. Yeah. You got to know what cures you. You know what I'm saying? Your soul and who you are.
Yeah, and put that pride aside, man.
Put that pride aside, bro.
Because, you know, it's not serving you well. If it's not serving you well, you probably need to figure out what does serve you well. No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Just reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
And, you know, get started. You know what I'm saying? Commit yourself to something. Write down a plan. Yeah. Commit yourself to it. I'm a life coach. You can reach out to me. Yeah. And if you have a situation that is out of my scope, yeah, I know who to direct you to.
Exactly.
You know, who can help you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you feel like you're stuck in life, yeah, if you keep repeating the same things over and over and over again in your life without the success, yeah, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, if you feel like you're not moving up within yourself in life and you're not developing, yeah, chances are you probably need to reach out to somebody.
Yes.
And get you some help so that you can continue to discover great things about yourself.
Right.
Life is not over. I'm gonna say this. You know, for the guys out there, life is not over because you didn't make it to the league, bro.
No, man.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't over. You don't have to give up on life because you didn't make it to the league. You're not a failure in life. Because you know what I'm saying, it ended where it ended.
Right.
There's still a lot that you have to give.
Right.
And there's a lot to discover within yourself, bro.
Right, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I say this to every guy on the muck, man, who feel down on themselves because they didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? And part of that is our fault because that's all we push.
Right.
All we push is, you know what I'm saying, NFL, NBA, and that's it. Yeah. Like, bro, there are so many other things that you can do in this life. There's so many different ways to make it to the NFL. You don't have to be a player. You could be something else. You could be an agent.
Be a trainer, man.
You could be a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still around those guys and you're still in the practice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are other ways that you can get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're led to believe that, like, playing is the only way to be a player. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just know that you have more to offer the world than what you've been taught.
Right, bro.
And you don't have to give up on life at the age in your early 20s simply because things didn't work out for you the way you envisioned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Discover things about yourself, man.
Yeah.
Love on your family. Love your kids. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. You never know what could happen.
Right,
but
bro.
you do have to reach out, and you do have to commit yourself to an uncomfortable process.
Right,
it
bro.
does not feel good, but just like everything else in life, you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get used to the process.
Yeah.
And one day you're gonna wake up and you'll be proud of yourself.
Yeah. Because either way it's gonna happen to your ass anyway. Nature gonna give it to your ass. You know what I'm saying?
But the way nature works is you adapt or you die.
Yeah. Adapt
or you get left behind. Period.
Exactly, bro.
So we have to either do it or and move into the future, or not do it.
Yeah.
And stay behind and be left to die.
And that's the sexiest things in life, cuz when you do it, when you just gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, it's just like going in dark with your sword, man, and your shield. You know what I'm saying? And just go for yours, man. That's what's up, and that's what life's all about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why we're here on earth, man. We here on earth to experience life, the physicality, man, to live this out. We don't know. I always think about how many times I lived. You know what I'm saying? Because I think about myself eternally.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think about myself right now in the physical. No, I think about my eternal self. I think about I live forever.
Right.
Like, this ain't my first time doing this. Maybe I was a woman at one point. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, as a man, I'm not afraid to say that. That's not gonna be my mental health because I have a question about life, or I have an idea about life. I'm not gonna hold that back.
Right.
I'm gonna ask this question. Maybe me and you can like come to some middle ground where I'm like, damn, I never thought of that, bro. But I got a better understanding of the idea in that theory of life. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is too. Because like even with like drugs, I think drugs has its place in life. In anything that you do in moderation, anything can kill you. Too much water can kill you. You can drown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Too much of anything can kill you, bro. It's gonna because you don't have that balance. And I think mental health is just balance, man. Balancing yourself, man.
Yeah.
And finding that balance with yourself and our creation, man.
Final thoughts on mental health?
Love yourself, baby. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, man. Love you out there, man. Muck City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. State of them up.
Voodoo King and D, man. Bop, bop.
Eric Boldin in the building.
Amen.